Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. Let's get started with your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental. Love your smile again. The FDA is getting involved after a number of people reported getting severely sick after drinking from the same water brand in Southern Nevada, and a Las Vegas family is filing a lawsuit. Review-Journal's Jen Ah breaks down the details of that suit. Jen?
Well, Renee, the Southern Nevada Health District is reporting 5 acute cases of non-viral hepatitis, where children and infants suffered from acute liver failure after drinking the alkaline water from the brand Real Water. Earlier, I spoke with Review-Journal's David Ferrara, who says the Wren family, their son, was one of the children who suffered from major health complications after drinking their water.
And the boy was flown to Salt Lake City for treatment. They had Real Water home delivery.
The family alleges in their lawsuit that the Real Water's bottled water was defective and unreasonably dangerous with elevated levels of toxins. So far, we have yet to receive a response from the Real Water Company. For updates, go to lvrj.com. Renee?
We now continue with our top story, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. Clark County Sheriff Joe Lombardo recently sat down with the Review-Journal to talk about a variety of topics, including George Floyd's death last year, which sparked protests across the country. A former Minneapolis police officer is charged with murder in Floyd's death, and the sheriff called the case a watershed moment.
Nobody's trained to do that. I don't care what police department you are, whether you're a robust police department like us or a small local community police department. Nobody's trained to conduct themselves that way.
Meantime, gas prices are surging here in Las Vegas. In the last month, the average price for gasoline has gone up from $2.84 to $3.21. It's a trend we're seeing all over the U.S., and it's due in part to more motorists on the road as states ease their COVID restrictions. Analysts say that the increase is due to a rise in demand without an increase in production, which is scaled back during the pandemic. Well, the Strip shut down a year ago today. So how does it look now? Review-Journal drone pilot Michael Quine shows us.
It's been a year since everything changed.
This is not the time for casinos to remain open. This is not the time for community recreation centers, clubhouses, movie theaters, and malls to remain open. If your business brings groups of people together, it should not be open.
The coronavirus forced Las Vegas to do something no one had thought possible. Casinos, bars, and restaurants locked their doors, shows and concerts went dark, and the Las Vegas we all know and love shut down. Now, a once-empty Las Vegas Strip is seeing signs of a returning economy. Empty sidewalks are filling with foot traffic as tourists and locals make their way down Las Vegas Boulevard. On Monday, casinos and restaurants saw their occupancy levels bump to 50% of their capacity. More than 36 ongoing shows are once again being performed in Las Vegas. And as more people are vaccinated and rules for crowds and events relax, experts expect more signs of recovery. As the city rebounds, it reveals that we are not only Vegas strong, but Vegas resilient.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. Good morning, everybody. Leandre Fox here with your morning sports update. UNLV head basketball coach TJ Otzelberger is reportedly leaving the program to go accept the head coaching position at Iowa State. Nothing has been finalized yet, but according to the Review-Journal Sam Gordon, 2 people familiar with the situation have characterized his departure as a done deal. Now, Otzelberger is no stranger to Iowa State, having been an assistant coach there twice, totaling 8 years with the program.
And it's not necessarily a surprise, given that history that he has there, that Iowa State wanted to tab him as their next head coach. He knows the tradition. He knows the expectations. He's really familiar, good friends with their athletic director, Jamie Pollard. And from his perspective, what a great opportunity.
UNLV hired Otzelberger in 2019, and the Runnin' Rebels have a record of 29-30 during his tenure.
Now let's take a look at our local weather, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. For your Wednesday, conditions will begin to warm up for the rest of the week with highs near 65 degrees today. Clouds will move in, however, tonight, but no rain and mild temps with lows in the low 50s. For the rest of your week, temperatures will start to increase, getting into the mid to upper 70s. Clear skies for your evenings, which will be in the high 40s, mid to upper 50s. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, some good news for tourism-focused places like Las Vegas. The survey finds a lot of Americans are planning to travel again, and the majority of them will be driving for their summer vacations. The travel organizing app TripIt surveyed over 3,000 of its American users. 94% say they plan to travel this year. 83% say they will be ready to travel by car by June, and 52% say they will be ready for a domestic flight.
With the latest in sports betting, I'm Cassie Soto. The Golden Knights are minus 220 favorites tonight at the Westgate as they try to sweep a 2-game home series over the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks are plus 200 and the total is 6. Vegas is even money to cover the minus 1.5 puck line. The Knights beat the Sharks 2-1 on Monday as minus 230 favorites. The Knights lead the West Division with 39 points and the Sharks are next to last with 25.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by Las Vegas Motor Speedway, it's important to be able to make fun of yourself here and there, and that's what Imagine Dragons did with their latest video. The Las Vegas band shot the video to support their newest single, Follow You. It features Rob McElhaney and Caitlin Olsen from the TV show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. In the video, McElhaney thinks he's going to spend his birthday watching his favorite band, The Killers, only to be disappointed that it's Imagine Dragons instead. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy Clark County, spring doesn't officially start until Saturday, but the Bellagio is giving all of us a sneak peek. The resort's conservatory has unveiled its latest botanical display, Springtime Celebrations Around the World. The display uses over 30,000 flowers and plants to represent springtime in the Netherlands, England, Thailand, and the USA. It also includes a greenhouse filled with over 100 butterflies. The celebration of spring is on display now through May 22nd. Well, that's all for today's 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. Look, we know you're busy, and so we've built this newscast to fit your life. And we bring it to you weekdays at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on lvrj.com and the free RJ mobile app. You can also see us on Twitter, Roku, and so much more. We hope you'll join us again this evening for 7 at 7 p.m. Thank you for watching.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.